The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
1:45 to go in double overtime. Back down to Baker. One-timer. Wagner scores! Ball game! Tide Wagner wins it in overtime.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
6.5, and here come the Lions. Bonning drives in. Another nice shot off the glass, put back by Bresky. He'll try again, and on the third chance, he puts it down.
You're seeing that height from Bresky really play a factor in these rebounds and off the glass here early.
Depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Meyer has it on the right wing up top now to Drinkwine. Pump fake, thought about three, doesn't take it, looks around for some help and gets it to Landon Baker. Baker, pass inside, Meyer on the block. Nice jumper from Talon Meyer. He's got all four for Mayville, cuts the lead back to 8.
On the steal from Judkins, he goes baseline, shovels it underneath, kicked out to Talon Meyer. Meyer spins once, kicks it out here to Promersberger. Hands off to Middlestat on the right wing. He's got a three. Emerson Middlestat starts the game off strong for Mayville, and they lead it at first on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal, Oil, and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating, Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium as we get ready to start the Division 5 regional semifinal contest between the Crusaders of CWC and the Palmyra-Eagle Panthers. Joining me here on the broadcast tonight, it's Jeff Sauer here along with Gage Runty, Joel, and Caitlin, and Travis. Gage, thanks for joining me here on the broadcast.
Yeah, excited about it. Happy Friday to y'all out there. Excited to get this one underway. I think we have a ball game on our hands, Jeff.
I think it's going to be a fantastic contest here. This is my favorite time of the year. When people have been listening, they understand that that's the case. Typically, the reason that is the case, you win, you're in. You lose, your season is done. So if you're talking about seeing passion, this is the time of year where you see passion, and teams will fight to the bitter end to try and claw themselves to another game. And that other game happens to be on tomorrow. So, I mean, it is just absolutely crazy how things end up panning out here during the playoffs.
Yeah, CWC hosted a neutral site basketball game yesterday in the girls' playoff, and I'll tell you, Jeff, this gym can get loud fast. There was a ton in here for the Knights yesterday. They ended up taking kind of a home court advantage, but more than anything, the way that this gym is kind of shaped, it just really harnesses noise. And if CWC gets their gym going here, playing in a home court in the playoffs, again, like you mentioned, there's a lot of intensity, a lot of passion behind these games. Like you said, it's win or go home. So I'm excited to see what environment CWC creates tonight. I'm excited about it.
We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we will come back and talk about the Palmyra-Eagle Panthers here from CWC Gymnasium. We'll be back.
Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Palmyra. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Palmyra, where the tracks cross Main, or online at Lidke.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
High School Sports is presented by Jayden White, your Northwestern mutual agent in this area. Financial and investment services, planning, wealth management, life and disability insurance, and more. Email Jayden at jayden.white@nm.com.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium as we get ready here again for the Division 5 regional semifinal. Let's take a look at the Palmyra Eagles with a 12-13 record under head coach Wilde for the Panthers. They are averaging 56.2 points per game out of the Trailways South. They're giving up 48.7 points per game. That is a differential of 7.5 to the positive. And with that as a record, you would expect them to be pretty close to 500, if not even a little bit above that. And it kind of surprises me that they're not. But then you take a look at some of their team percentages here. Let's take a look at the inside the paint. They're shooting 38.1%. Outside the arc, they're hitting 33%. So at the three-point line, they're hitting pretty well. We talk about all the time that your percentages inside the paint, you'd like that rate to be around 50 to 60%. 50 is doing well. 60% is really good. When it's talking about at the three-point line and beyond, 30% is really good. 25% is good. But then let's take a look at their free throw percentage. 65.4% is what they're shooting from free throw land. And this team is averaging 30 rebounds per game. And they're also averaging 16 assists per game as a team. Gage, when you hear those numbers, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so we'll get to the CWC numbers the next go around here, but they're very close. You know, nothing stands out to me as kind of an outlier between these two teams. When that happens to me, I said it last night in the game that I called, that I colored, that free throws are going to be a huge part of this basketball game, especially when it comes to playoffs. As we move into March, Jeff, right? We a lot of people fill out brackets, and I know a couple people that they base what they do solely off of free throw percentage, and that's how big of a factor that could play tonight. I do like their leaders, Ryan Brodzik with 11.7 points per game, Will Harrigus 6.6 rebounds a game, and Ryan Brodzik 4 assists a game. These guys headline, but the reason that I bring this up so early is because in the game that we saw yesterday here in this same gym, the leaders did not, play a huge factor because of how well the defense was played. It could be that one game, but I'm not 100% off the idea that this could be a defensive bout tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, again, I would assume that it's going to be at least on the CWC side. But let's take a look first at some of the individual statistics here for this team here. Before we do that, let me just take a look at a couple of other things here first. They're 6-4 is Palmyra in their last 10 games. One of their losses is to Williams Bay, which again is in the Trailways South. A very solid team for the boys this year. And then they also lost to the number 3 seed actually in this regional side, or in this sectional side, 44-41 in Chesterton Academy. So this team can play. They know how to battle against some of the top teams that are out there.
Yeah.
Let's look at some. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk about those individual stats. You mentioned it earlier. In terms of points per game, they're led by their leader, Justin Thomas. He's averaging 11.4 points per game. It's Ryan Brodzik with 11.7 and Dylan Patrick averaging 10.8. In terms of assists, there's a couple guys that I would keep my eyes on tonight. Most notably, Ryan Brodzik, again, 4 assists per game. Behind him, it's Alex Harbison, 2.9 assists per game. Dylan Patrick, 2.3. Justin Thomas, 2.4, respectively. I also like to look at steals as we come towards playoffs. These games can really, really be fast. Playing that type of basketball in the playoffs it can hurt you if you're not careful with it, but if you're playing sound basketball, Jeff, it's going to work in your favor. Ryan Brodzik, 2.3 steals per game. Alex Harbison, 1.7. Justin Thomas, 1.3. Brady Hopkins with a half a steal as well, chipping it in. Anything that stands out to you there?
Well, when we take a look at, again, some of the individual statistics, Justin Thomas leads in attempts inside the paint with 258 attempts. Second on the team is Dylan Patrick, 222, and Ryan Brodzik has 211. None of them are shooting over 45% inside the paint. When we take a look at their three-point shooting, leading the team is tied between Dylan Patrick and Ryan Brodzik with 167 attempts. Right now, Ryan Brodzik with 38% and Dylan Patrick with 32% behind the paint. And Justin Thomas is right there as well with 34. At the free throw line, you've got Brodzik leading the way with attempts. He's shooting 73%. Patrick with 73%. He's only had 42 attempts. And then Thomas with 36 attempts, but he's knocked down 86.1% of his free throw shots.
Yeah, you mentioned it. When the guy that shoots the most free throws also hits at the highest rate, you know that that's not a guy you want at the line tonight, Jeff. Any final thoughts about this Crusaders team? Or I guess Panthers team?
No, I think what we'll do is we're going to step aside and run some more ads, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about CWC, and then we will be back here and hear from the head coach for the Crusaders, Josh Gibbons, here on the pregame show. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Gage Runty, Caitlin, Travis, and Joel. We'll be back.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their third generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun, a proud longtime supporter of Christian education and the Central Wisconsin Christian Athletic Program.
Having a sweet season. Speaking of sweetness, let's all get to Gooth's Candy. Gourmet coffee, specialty popcorn, a sweet bite of gourmet chocolates, and more. If you're seeking the finest, choose Gooth's Candy. Come and see them for some yummy homemade chocolates, turtles, drink specials, specialty popcorns, candy, nuts, ice cream, knickknacks, and much more. Main Street, Waupun. And Gooth's Candy, a sweet treat.
Shop these and more great deals all this week at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. 6-ounce blackberries or a pound of strawberries, 2 for $5. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $2.99 per pound. Get sliced bacon from Farmland this week at $3.99 for the package. Caesar or chopped kit of salads, $2.99. Buy 2, get 2 free of Coke, Sprite, or Diet Coke. All on sale this week. And shop cattails connected to the pig.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader Gymnasium as we get a chance here to look at the Crusaders warming up here. Let's talk about the Crusaders as a team. They're averaging 64.4 points per game, and they're giving up 53.2. They ended up in third place in the conference in the Trailways East. The difference in their points is 11 points per game. That's a pretty solid differential, and it's translated in their 16-9 record. They are the 4 seed here in Regional 4B for Division 5. Let's take a look at their shooting inside the arc, hitting 45% as a team. That's still a little bit lower than the 50% that you would like, but it works so far for them. It's given them that higher differential, but it's a huge difference when you compare it. That's 6% better than the Palmyra Panthers. Let's take a look at the three-point shooting inside or outside of the arc. They're hitting 32%, which is approximately the same as the Panthers are shooting, but it's a little bit, again, it's a little skewed when you take a look at you've got Dylan Boalda hitting over 40, or sorry, not Dylan, you've got Carson Mulder hitting over 40% from behind the arc, and he is their leading scorer from three-point land. So that kind of skews that percentage there. At the free throw line, 64.4%. You'd love that number to be, again, 70%. Why give away 3 points as a team that is a little bit low? When we take a look at rebounds, that are very similar to the Panthers. They got a little bit high. Plus.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders, Coach Josh Gibbons. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
If we're talking, you're still alive here in the playoffs, which is awesome to know, right?
Yes, sir.
Give us a recap about how things went with that opening game in the playoffs.
Things went well. We played Princeton Green Lake. I thought the guys came out, were ready to play, and we had a good defensive effort, which led to some easy baskets, and eventually we got running some really good offense and got a lot of good looks, and guys were able to make some shots, and so it was a good game for us.
Let's talk just a little bit more about that game. Like you said, you had been a slow start, but I thought you guys got off to a good start, had a little bit of a lull. We talked about this, and then you were able to get things rolling once again in that contest. Pretty happy with the way that the offense was functioning?
Yeah. Like you said, we talked about, we hit a lull there, it came out, it wasn't too bad, but then we hit a lull, And then I thought the guys really picked up the talk on defense, the communication. Were able to get some deflections, and then they started moving the ball a lot better and attacking on offense, which, like I said, we got some great looks then, shared the basketball, and we were able to be really efficient offensively. So, yeah, I thought they did a nice job of executing.
As the home team, or as the number 4 seed, you obviously have another home game here, and this time you're going to be taking on Palmyra-Eagle. Tell me, what do you know about Palmyra-Eagle?
They play, they come out of the Trailway South, and we don't see a lot of teams out of that South. We play Abundant Life. We actually did play Deerfield this year. So, but yeah, they're out of the South, and they play all those teams, Johnson Creek and Parkview, Abundant Life. So they're sitting around 500, and they got some guys that can score the basketball. They get a lot of 3-pointers up. So, we'll have to really be focused on their shooters, and hopefully we can contain them to, give ourselves a chance to win the game.
Yeah, looking at their offense, they've got 3 guys in triple digits, all about the same, all right around 11 points. And Thomas and Brodzik and Patrick, neither one of them are shooting great inside the arc, but outside the arc, they're well over 30%, and they are shooting over 75% at the free throw line. Sounds like they've got a good mix of guys that can shoot the ball.
Yeah, they have 2 guys that, have shot about 173s on the year. And then they got, another one's like 85, another one's 75. So they definitely get the 3-pointers up, and they'll shoot them from deep too. So, we really have to be communicating on the perimeter. I think our help defense, should be good, should be there. We just got to make sure we're covering guys up on the perimeter and getting good closeouts.
Yeah, as a team, as you mentioned, they're shooting about 33% as a team. But your defense on the outer perimeter has been pretty solid this year with a little bit more aggressive philosophy. And I would think that would play into your hands here, as they don't like to, at least they've shot it inside. They shoot 2-to-1 inside, but they're only hitting 38% inside.
Right. It actually might be a nice change for us to actually have a team that's a little more perimeter orientated, because, we have some guards that, we should be able to match up with them fairly well. So we're used to having teams that want to pound it down inside on us. So having a perimeter oriented team, might be a nice change for us, and really let those guards show what they can do on the perimeter defensively.
Talk to me about what your offensive plan is going to be. I know defensively you're going to stick with that man-to-man until somebody finally just drives you out of it, which has not been the case for most of the season. But tell me about the offense. What have you seen from them on video as far as the defense that you're going to face tonight?
I think, it all starts with transition, and we need to make sure we're playing up tempo. I think we have an opportunity to get some easy buckets on them. If we push the ball up and we get guys running in the lane that they should be, we should have a chance to get some easy points, I hope. And then I think, if we keep working with our ball movement and being patient and making them work defensively, I think we're going to have some opportunities. Hopefully, that'll open up, and then we're going to be able to attack them both inside and outside.
You're averaging at 8 points more per game. Again, the schedules are not necessarily comparable. You do have a couple of teams that you guys have played that are similar, but again, you've got an 8-point advantage on the offensive side, which is pretty big advantage when you take a look on paper. And defensively, and you've been able to shut down teams with an 11-point differential. That feel pretty good when you just look at it on paper.
Yeah, it does. It makes you feel good when you look at it on paper at the scouting reports and whatnot. So it tells us as coaches, we just got to make sure we have a solid game plan. Make sure the guys understand it. If we can go out and execute, and do what we do, hopefully things will go our way.
How is the conversation with the team to focus on this contest and not worry about Saturday's potential rematch here? Because you're taking in a team in Palmyra. Again, we know that it's playoffs. It doesn't take much for something to happen in the playoffs for an upset to take place. They're the 5 seed, so they're not that much. You're not that much higher seeded than they are, and they only lost to the 3 seed in Chesterton by 3 points.
Right. So this stretch here is a little more difficult because, if you can win Friday, you play Saturday, which, back to back. So you don't have a practice in between. So these 2 days in between, you have to prepare for the Saturday game. So, we're going to do some things for Saturday. We did that today. And then tomorrow, we're going to turn all our focus to Palmyra-Eagle because, you have to win that one to get to that Saturday. Just, so everything we went through today, hopefully will come to fruition there. So tomorrow will be all Palmyra-Eagle because that's the only game on our schedule. Like I keep telling the guys, it's one at a time. It's March Madness. It's playoffs. Great time of year. Enjoy it. But we only have one game on the schedule. So all our focus is on that.
It has to feel great to you to be playing at home with the crowd that you just had last night.
Yeah, absolutely. We get a Friday home game, playoffs. That's just the recipe for a great atmosphere in our gym. The guys love playing there. It's just a great feeling to go out and, perform and let these kids show off their abilities to our CWC community.
Coach, I want to thank you. Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders Gymnasium. Let's kick it down to Scott Ritzma for the starting lineup here of the Panthers of Palmyra-Eagle.
5'8" senior number 1, Alex Halverson. A 5'11" sophomore number 13, Dylan Patrick. A 5'10" senior number 21, Ryan Rodvik. A 6'5" senior number 32, Will Harrigus. Rounding up the lineups for the Panthers, a 6'1" senior number 44, J.J. Cox. The Panthers are coached by head coach Brandon Wild.
And now we get ready here for the starting lineup of the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders.
Let's get on our feet to welcome tonight's starting lineup for your Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. Starting out today, they call a 5'10" senior number 2, Lawson Phillips. And guard a 6'2" junior number 3, Dylan Mualda. And forward at 6'2" sophomore number 12, Kayla Tunico. And guard a 5'10" senior number 14, Carson Mulder. And a forward at 6'3" senior number 23, Landon Smith. CWC is coached by head coach Josh Gibbons. He is assisted by Bryce Lancer, Logan John, and Blake Hartson, who is ready for some regional tournament basketball.
And you heard it there from Scott Ritzma. Great job there on the PA once again as we get ready to start things here from Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader Gymnasium. Regional semifinal action. Win, you stay alive. Lose, your season ends. Just like that.
Boys are so fired up. The tip is off. It will go with the Panthers.
Into the hands of Buwalda. Picked up there by Tenaple. Kicked out to Smits. He'll take a jacket. Misses off the front end. Rebound goes to number 13, Dylan Patrick for Palmyra. Pushes it up across half court. Again, man-to-man defense is what you're going to see from CWC. Dribbling it in is Justin Thomas, number 44. Works it around into the corner. Shot there for Thomas. Nails a three-pointer to get things started for Palmyra. Crusaders bringing it back up. Second possession here for CWC. TeNaple at the top. He'll take a shoot for three. Misses off the front of the iron. That's going to get a rebound to number 21, Ryan Brodzik. Brodzik's going to bring it up the court. Trying to follow the action there is Travis. Great job there to see it there on the court. And that'll be a charge on number 1, Alex Harbison.
How about a way to get your crowd into it with a big charge call? It's a packed gym here in Waupun, Jeff.
It is. That's one way to get things rolling here for the Crusaders. Harbison's team first. Crusaders again working the ball around to the outside, into the hands of Dylan Bawalda. If I had to say, just looking at it right now, Gage, I would think that CWC might have the height advantage with the exception of number 32, Will Harrigus. Inside is the drive for TeNaple for 2.
Yeah, I can get behind that as well. Recognizing it is important, playing through it is even more important. So we'll see how the Crusaders do with that.
Get their trap defense. Anytime a basket is scored, the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders like to run that trap. Into a 2-3 zone, it looks like now. Harrigus inside, easy one for 2 for Will Harrigus for the Panthers. Coming right back is TeNaple, blocked there by Harrigus. And it taken away by the Panthers. And back into a man-to-man defense. Lawson Phillips guarding the ball. Handoff over to Alex Harbison. Trying to work it around, gets it over to Harrigus. Kick to the corner. Thought about taking the shot was number 13 in Dylan Patrick. Moving the ball around again are the Panthers. Good read there by Bawalda on the steal. One of the things the Crusaders do defensively often is they jump the passing lanes. Smits tries to get inside, gets cut off. Shot at the top by Lawson Phillips off the front of the rim. Misses Harrigus with the rebound. They're going to have to see if they can come up with an answer for the big man inside for the rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't get the home court roll there.
Taking the time, Justin Thomas with it. Tries to drive in on Lawson Phillips. Gets to the top or to the outside of the paint. Back over to Harrigus. He'll take it from the free throw line off the front of the rim into the hands of Carson Mulder. Mulder brings it up for CWC. Kicks it over to TeNaple. Over to Bawalda. Drives the line, kicks it out to the three-point line to Phillips. Back into the hands of Smits. Back to Phillips. He's going to dribble, drive inside. Has to kick to the outside. Back over to Bawalda. Bawalda drives the baseline. Smaller man inside. A good cut there by Phillips for 2 for the Crusaders.
Beautiful basketball IQ by Phillips there to read that he has a lane to cut.
Again, they go back to this trap defense after every basket that is made where they've got time to set up on the inbounds. A long pass over to Harrigus now for the Panthers. Over to number 21, Ryan Brodzik. Driving inside and nailing for 2 is Harbison for the Panthers, and it's 7-5. Delay a game warning on purple for, I'm assuming, grabbing the ball and pushing it would be the only reason to have that. I don't know if the instant replay is set up or not. Didn't get a chance to see it. Lawson Phillips will bring it up for the Crusaders. Over into the hands of TeNaple. It didn't have anybody really pressuring him. Again, man-to-man defense being played here, kind of. It looks more like a box and one, it looks like. Or actually, no, it's going to be a reverse of that. Man-to-man with one on the inside. And Harrigus posting up.
Inverse box and one.
Into the hands of Justin Thomas. 7-4. Picked up there good. That swarming defense. We're going to get a foul called here on Lawson Phillips. Inbounds coming here with Travis on the camera. Trying to get the ball in, brings it back in to their defensive zone as they try and get things set up. Dribble drive, good shot again there, in and out for Harbison. And the Crusaders pushing it back up. Carson Mulder kicks to Smits, back over to Lawson Phillips. Drives into the paint, back out to Tenaple from the three-point line, and he nails one. Caleb Tenaple for 3, and we are tied at 7. And here comes that trapping defense once again. Harrigus with it. Inside, lays it up, and he's going to draw the foul and the whistle. And it's going to go on number 23, Landon Smits. That'll be his first, team second.
Used all of his length to get that ball up and under. Paid off for him with a trip to the free throw line. Short on the first.
Harrigus on the shot.
Short on the first one.
And makes the second. 1 point lead for the Panthers. We expected this to be tight since you've got the 4 versus the 5. And these two teams did not face each other in the regular season. Even though they're in the trailways, there was no crossover game scheduled for these two teams. Zach Hoffman came in here for the Crusaders, having Tenaple take a break. Back out to Hoffman, tries to dribble inside, gets cut off. Trying to take the baseline is Smits. He gets cut off, steps on the line. And a turnover for the Crusaders. Kicks it back out. Running it is number 21, Brodzik. Gives it over to number 13, Dylan Patrick. Patrick tries to drive on Mulder, cut off there defensively. Good defense again. This man-to-man defense by the Crusaders is pretty solid. 3-point shot, missed. Rebound goes to Smits. And the Crusaders come right back up in a hurry to get into their set offense. Back over to Carson Mulder. He looks, drives into the paint, gives a give and go to Zach Hoffman, swatted away by Harrigus. The big man is a force inside right now.
Absolutely.
Opportunity here for Dylan Patrick. Gives it over to Harrigus, banks it in for 2. And right now, I don't know that the Crusaders have an answer for Harrigus.
No, they got to find one and fast. He has a ton.
Zach Hoffman with it, tried to get it inside. Good defense here by Panthers, cut him off. Hoffman will shoot from 3 off the front of the rim. Tracked down there, Harrigus on the floor with Mulder. And they're gonna call a foul on Harrigus as he was reaching around. And that'll be Harrigus's first, team second. Jack Thomas checking in here, as well as Nathan Brodzik.
I mean, the best part about a man-to-man, when it's really, really good, is the hustle that the team shows. The Crusaders all over the place early in this one.
We'll have to see if Harrigus sitting on the bench is going to make a difference here for the offense. Trying to drive it, Connor Butine came in for the Crusaders. Driving the lane, or trying to drive the baseline again was Bawalda. Over to Butine. Smits moves it over to Bawalda into the corner once again. He drives inside the paint, jacks it from about 10, misses. Butine with a tip into the hands of the Panthers, and they're going to come back up and run their half-court offense. 10-7 is your score here in the first half, 10-20 on the clock. Trying to work it around, trying to get inside. Turnover there as a pass by number 23, Nathan Brodzik, right into the hands of Zach Hoffman. Butine over to Bawalda. Hoffman tries to get it inside to Smits. Easy one there for Landon Smits for 2 for the Crusaders. Back to that pressing type of defense. Skip pass all the way into the forecourt by the Panthers, getting set into their offense. 1 point differential here. Trying to move it around the outside. Good cutoff there again by Lawson Phillips on the defensive side. Shot from way downtown off the front of the rim. That is no good for Ryan Brodzik into the hands of Lawson Phillips. I don't know that he had to take that shot, Gage.
No, definitely not.
No patience shown there by their offense. Works good for the Crusaders. A little bit of a give and go there to Landon Smits on the backdoor attempt. Butine shoots it and gets the roll for 2. And the Crusaders now with their first lead here at home at the 9:05 mark. And Harrigus quickly up, and he's going to be coming back in after getting about a minute and a half rest. Dribble drive again, kick back to the outside. Good defense again by Butine. Inside, out for the three-point line. Nothing there. At the free throw line is number 44 for 2 for the Panthers in Justin Thomas. Knocking it down and back to the lead for the Panthers. 12-11 here at Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader Gymnasium. Crusaders trailing by 1. Lawson Phillips moves the ball over to Landon Smits. Over to Connor Butine. Butine tries to drive into the lane, cut off again by the Panthers defense. Looking inside, Bawalda, skip pass over to Hoffman. He's going to try and drive, and again, we're looking for the push-off, and it's going to go rebound to the Panthers. Thought he lowered the shoulder there. He's got to be careful that they don't take those charges.
Yeah, they're playing physical in this one, though. I like the call to let these guys battle it out there.
7:53 and counting here in the first half. And so far, some valuable minutes here for Harrigus to get a breath.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to drive it in again are the Panthers. Cut off is Butine. Almost had the steal right there into the hands of Thomas. Inside, missing everything is Justin Thomas. Kicks it out to Bawalda. He looking at 3 is Butine. He'll shoot one off the front of the rim into the hands of number 44, Justin Thomas. Panthers with possession. Bring it over the half-court line. Driving inside. Chance here for Thomas. Drives it in there unchallenged. Nobody there, and a good job on the rebound by Dylan Bawalda. He pushes up to Connor Butine in a hurry. Hoffman trying to get it set to Dylan Bawalda. Bawalda will shoot from behind the arc, misses everything into the hands of Nathan Brodzik.
And they're going to slow it down here. I like the call. CWC starting to gain a little bit of action. I like the call to slow it down, slow the momentum down a little bit here from the Panthers. 3 balls, no good.
Again, not necessary to take it so soon, but
absolutely
hey,
not.
you're a Crusaders fan. That's what you want. Go ahead and turn those over from the three-point line.
100%.
That was Ryan Brodzik trying to shoot that into the hands of Butine again. Smits thought about popping the 3. Again, good defense to cut him off. He gets inside and lays it up for 2, and they take the lead once again for the Crusaders, 13-12. Trying to drive hard. Kicked out. Oh my gosh, way from the logo, off the front of the rim again. I think that's an unadvised shot for the Panthers. But if you're a Crusaders fan again, you'll take that all day long, giving them a chance to get into their set offense. Bawalda with it, tries to get it inside to Hoffman, has it taken away with the defense of the Panthers. 5:45 in the first half. Low-scoring game so far, Gage.
Yeah, you're a pretty good shot there, that student section. It's a big one here in Waupun.
Kicking it back out. Shot off again is number 13, Dylan Patrick. Coach did say during his interview these guys are going to shoot the 3. Maybe, but they're not hitting it. And it's just pretty easy turnover. Butine on the turnaround misses. Rebound goes to Jack Thomas. 5-10 and counting. And again, Harrigus has been out for about 5 minutes, and that's got to help their offense.
Yeah, when he comes back, he's been a force to be reckoned with early in this one. We'll see how he responds with a little bit of rest.
That was the right idea. Now they get their first whistle. And coming in is going to be Harrigus and number 1, Alex Harbison. And coming in for the Crusaders, 30-second timeout, and we're going to step aside and take it with them. We'll be back here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Ads.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders break clouds and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator X.
Welcome back here to CWC. Crusaders with a 1-point lead over the Panthers. Caleb Tenapo back in for the Crusaders, as well as Brendan Schomburg, number 10. He's got the size match here for Harrigus, and nailing it is Carson Mulder for 3. And that's exactly what you want, 40% for Carson Mulder.
Huge 3-ball.
Panthers trying to get into their set offense. Schomburg will be guarding Harrigus in their man-to-man. Harrigus trying to work it inside. Gets it there, and he's going to draw the foul and be shooting 2 for the Panthers. 16-12. Carson Mulder draws that foul as he collapsed down on there. Third team foul. Caitlin, I want you to slide to the end of the pad so I can get a better, even more, to the Crusaders pad. There you go. And missing both is Harrigus. Quickly up, inside to Schomburg. He misses it, and then, or sorry, that was Tenapo, and then drawing the foul for the, it's going to go on number 23, Nathan Brodzik. It'll be the team third. And Caleb Tenapo goes to the line.
Good on the first one was Tenapo.
Tenapo made that first one?
Yep.
5-point lead here for the Crusaders. And here's the second. And he makes that one. 18-12, 6-point differential. Full court press being applied here by the Crusaders into the hands of Harrigus. Back now to number 21, Ryan Brodzik. Trying to get the trap, they don't get it, and bringing it up for the Panthers is Brodzik. Gets set into their offense. Back into the corner, off of the hands of Carson Mulder. And they're going to say not off of the hands of Brodzik. It'll stay with the Panthers. Lawson Phillips comes back in for Connor Butine. And coming back in is number 44, Justin Thomas. For number 21, Ryan Brodzik. 6-point differential here for the Crusaders in the last 2 minutes. Huge play for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Panthers just holding the ball, trying to get something to come inside. Not there. Good ball movement again here by the Panthers, trying to get it inside. Can't. Trying to get it to Harrigus. Good job there by Schomburg, laying it up to a fancy play there by Alex Harbison. No go. Looked good.
Yeah, it looked great.
But nothing doing. And with this defense of the Crusaders, you cannot give them a huge lead. Schomburg for 3. nails it. And it's now a 9-point lead here for the Crusaders. We're going to step aside and we'll take a timeout with the Panthers, a 30-seconder. We'll be back.
Available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit warnerharmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
At SIA Insurance Services, we're more than just an insurance.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader Gymnasium. Inbounds right down in front of Travis. Panthers trying to bring it in. Gets it over to Harrigus, who gets it into the hands of Brodzik. Had just a little bit of a breather as the point guard here for the Panthers. 2:50 and counting, trailing by 9. And again, this defense is pretty suffocating. Wow, way downtown again. I'm not sure what the purpose is of that, and unless he's going to start nailing them, but I didn't think, I'll have to double check the percentages there. Turned over to the Panthers. Driving all the way down the court and swatting it out of here is Schomburg.
The gym absolutely loved that one. A phenomenal play from him. He's fired up too, coming back to the bench. What a hustle play.
It was a great job there. Inbound down there by Caitlin. Picked it away there by Caleb Tenaple as he's coming the other direction and lays it in for 2. And a great job there on the transition. And now it is out to a 11-point lead here for the Crusaders.
If he would have thrown that one down, Jeff, I think the roof would have come off of this building.
Yeah, but that's a high-risk move there as well.
Absolutely.
When you make a great defensive play. Back to Tenaple. He's going to cut to the inside, puts the shoulder, and lays it up for 2 for the Crusaders. 25-12. Brodzik got it inside, throws it up, and he's going to draw the foul on Landon Smits. That'll be Landon's second, team 4th. And going to shoot 2 will be Brodzik. Nails that one for Brodzik. It's a mistake here. You don't want to give away free points when the clock is not running.
No, exactly. Especially in a game. I mean, they're leading at the moment, but you never know at playoff games, Jeff.
Exactly. Momentum is huge at the high school level. We talk about it all the time. And nails that one as well. And it's down to an 11-point lead for the Crusaders. My apologies. Time to get it inside. Carson Mulder back out to Schomburg. Thought about popping a 3 once again. Tenaple thought about the same thing. Inside, Schomburg has position. Step through, lays it up for 2 for the Crusaders. Back to a 13-point lead. Panthers trying to get their offense again running from the top. This man-to-man defense again has just suffocated once again for the Crusaders.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to jump that passing lane was Caleb Tenaple. Stays with the Panthers. 27-14. 36 seconds remains here in the first half. It was tight up until about 5 minutes remaining in that first half.
Yeah, 30 seconds to play here.
Laying it up there is number 13, Dylan Patrick for 2.
That's exactly what the Panthers were looking for. 20 seconds to go here. Buwalda swings it.
Buwalda misses one inside. Pretty easy shot there for Dylan. And that's easy for me to say.
Yeah.
Trying to drive to the paint, throwing it up, and drawing the foul, again, is Brodzik. They do a lot of this throwing that ball up.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for the first half. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Here.
We're your neighbors, dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From home and auto to business, life, Medicare, health insurance, and investment services, we offer personalized coverage tailored to your needs. Trust SIA Insurance, your local, independent insurance experts. Call us today at 920-324-2071.
Grill and Bar is the absolute perfect spot before or after any game. One special served daily, a sandwich of the month, drink specials every Sunday. How about that? You can enjoy happy hour Monday through Thursday from 3 till 6 and on Fridays from 2 till 6. They've got appetizers and burgers, Fish Friday, wings, and so much more. Judge Grill and Bar and bowling too. 416 East Main Street in Waupun.
Redeker Dairy Equipment has been taking care of the needs of area farmers for over 50 years. They're your one-stop shop for Delaval milking equipment. And Redeker Dairy Equipment sells and maintains every system, from rotary parlors to robotic equipment. They'll deliver chemicals, dips, and supplies right to your farm. Redeker Dairy has an electrical department that offers residential, commercial, and industrial services. Good luck, Crusaders, from Redeker Dairy Equipment in Brandon.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Welcome back to Radio Plus. Here we're streaming the Crusaders versus the Palmyra Panthers. A huge playoff game here in Waupun. Jeff, what'd you see in the first half?
Well, once again, it was pretty even up until about 5 minutes remaining in that half. And then, again, the momentum started to shift here at home. CWC's defense, again, has played very solid once again. And it was their defense that was able to spark the offense. And that offense decided to kick things in and stretch things out for the Crusaders.
Yeah, a huge part of that first half was the likes of Will Harrigus, right? He had 5 in that first half, including 3. He went 1 for 4 from the charity stripe. I'll say this: I think they have done a really good job. They did a really good job early in that first half there, Jeff, of looking for that mismatch with him, right? He plays that significant height advantage. Being able to play through that, I think, a huge credit to Coach Wild in the way that he did that with Mr. Harrigus. Justin Thomas chipped in 5 of his own. Dylan Patrick with 2, Ryan Brodzik with 2, Alex Harbison with 2 as well. What'd you see from the Panthers there early?
Again, they were able to match in the beginning with CWC, but Harrigus came out at the 10-minute mark, and he was out for 5 minutes, and we're sitting here going, okay, I thought that they might take a timeout and try and get him back in, but they didn't. And that's when CWC, from 5 minutes up until about a minute and a half left, or 2 minutes left in the half, was able to go on a run. And again, I thought they would have taken the timeout to get him back into the game, but it didn't happen. And I think that 5 minutes sitting on the bench really cooled him down, because he was in control of the game in that first half until he went out.
Yeah, as far as the Crusaders leaders go, at the first one here, it's number 2, Lawson Phillips. He chipped in 2. The number 10, Brennan Schaumburg, chipped in 5. Caleb Tenaple, number 12, chipped in 11. Carson Mulder chipped in 3 of his own. Landon Smits chipped in 4. Connor Butine chipped in 2. I'll say, on top of the move that they pulled with putting Harrigus on the bench, there is a lot of credit due to Brennan Schaumburg down there, right? Brennan Schaumburg is the closest in height that they have to Harrigus, but he's doing a really good job of playing him physical, playing his game with him when they're looking for that mismatch, right? But if Schaumburg can prevent that, he's going to do it. A huge game so far from Schaumburg. His numbers aren't going to show it, but watching it out there definitely earns some credit.
We're going to step aside and we're going to run some more ads, and then we'll come back for the start of the second half. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Gage Runty, Joel, Caitlin, and Travis here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Summer shop. Call for an appointment today.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales. Every time. We make you feel at home. At home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Palmyra. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Palmyra, where the tracks cross Main or online at Lidke Lumber.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian, home of the Crusaders. Ball will be taken in here by the Panthers. Over on the other game that we've got that we're paying attention to, 26-18, the Oaks of Oakfield over St. Mary Catholic. Catholic Central. Good job there by Tenaple. Gets the steal into the hands of Buwalda. He goes up and lays it up and misses it. And an easy bucket there for the Crusaders.
Can't be letting those go in these playoff games, Jeff.
No, there's no way that you can afford to miss that. Tried to get it inside. Good job there by Carson Mulder to front. Running the court, getting it up is Smits. Missing it into the hands of Tenaple. Tries to go over Harrigus, misses into the hands of number 44, Justin Thomas. And coming back the other way, you cannot give up bunnies.
Exactly.
And that is two that they've had inside that the Crusaders have missed. Trying to work it back down in front of Travis. Shot there for three for number 13, Dylan Patrick. Cuts it down into single digits. Tenaple with the answer. Misses off the front of the rim into the hands of Justin Thomas. He'll push it up the court for the Panthers. Into the hands of Ryan Brodzik. Trying to do a handoff. Good job there by the defense, again getting in between. Kicks it back out to Harrigus. And a travel is going to be the call on number 32 for the Panthers. Carson Mulder with it. Right in front of Travis. Ball coming up. Down towards Joel. Crusaders trying to run their offense. Into the hands of Lawson Phillips. Gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Smits. Thought about a three. Steps inside and picks it up. Knock block there by Harrigus, and they're going to call a foul on the Panthers. Shot here by Joel down below on the free throw for Landon Smits. Misses the first. Here comes the second. For Smits. Nails that one. And the Crusaders with their first points of the half. Good full court press once again. Bringing the ball up. Are the Panthers. 9-point differential, in for three, missing it into the hands is the rebound to Dylan Buwalda. Pushing it up. Caleb Tenaple with it into the hands of Carson Mulder. Smits for three. In and good for the Crusaders. 31-19 Crusaders. Panthers dribbling the ball around. Trying to find something. 2-3 zone it looks like here for the Crusaders, getting it inside and laying it up. And the foul on Landon Smits, that's going to be his third. And going to the free throw line will be number 44, Justin Thomas. And he makes the first. Zach Hoffman's going to come. Landon Smits will have a seat. Makes the shot and good. 10-point lead here for the Crusaders at home. Carson Mulder over to Lawson Phillips. Trying to work their offense out of the Crusaders. Good ball movement here. Buwalda almost turns that one over into the hands of Tenaple. He's going to try and drive baseline. Good job there cutting it off. Comes out to Mulder. Tries to lay it up. Misses. Rebound to Thomas. Into the hands of Dylan Patrick for the Panthers. Good drive inside on that man. Missed it. Into the hands of Zach Hoffman. Hoffman inside over Harrigus, misses it into the rebound for the Panthers to number 23, Nathan Brodzik. My apologies here for the coughing fits. I got a tickle in the throat. Been fighting a cold slash whatever you'd like to call it here, the bug that everybody will like to share.
Yeah.
Shot from downtown, way off, nothing there. Rebound into Buwalda. Tenaple quickly into the forecourt for the Crusaders. Hoffman kicks it out to Mulder. Handoff over to Lawson Phillips. He looked to try and get inside, wasn't there. To the hands of Buwalda. Back over to Mulder, sets the pick. Oh, off the back of the rim. Into the hands of Buwalda. Misses into the hands of the Panthers. 31-21. 30-second timeout going to be called here by the Panthers. We're going to step aside and take it with them. We'll be back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here with Gage Runty, Travis, Caitlin, and Joel here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian, home of the Crusaders with a 10-point lead over the Panthers of Palmyra-Eagle. Trying to work the ball around are the Panthers. Looks like a 2-3 zone once again here. We'll see if there's the switch out. Shot for three. Misses off of the back of the iron into the hands of Ryden Perry coming in for the Crusaders. Trying to drive. That'll be Buwalda on the charge. No, they're going to say it was on the... Wow. Oh, yes, it is. I was going to say, I thought that they didn't call the charge. He didn't show the sign.
Yeah, he didn't show it. It was one of those where I think the refs think that it's so obvious, but to the naked eye, it's not.
Well, it was obvious, but they still have to call it. Good job there breaking the press by the Panthers. Brennan Schomburg also in for the Crusaders, as well as Connor Butine. Panthers in this 2-3 zone. Nope, it looks like it is a man for the Crusaders. Panthers trying to show some patience, trying to get it inside. Cut off, kicks it back out, drives in. Harrigus again is on the bench, and the foul for Justin Thomas, and he'll be shooting 2. Connor Butine, his first, team second. No, team third. And shooting it and missing off of the back of the rim. You got to make those opportunities. We talk about how critical is free throw percentage. Brennan Schomburg lays it up, and he's going to get an and one opportunity here for the Crusaders.
A huge answer to literally do the exact same thing on the other end of the floor, Jeff.
Yep, absolutely. Shot here by Joel of Brennan, trying to knock down the and one. Schomburg misses into the hands of Zach Hoffman. It's going to go out of bounds as the ESPN table was in the way. It was. I just don't understand what the purpose is, but okay. Trying to get it over here to the Panthers. Dribble drive inside to get it to Thomas. Back out for 3. Missing short. Into the hands. A good battle there for Perry. Ball is on the floor. Joint possession. And it'll be to the Crusaders. Good hustle play there by Ryden Perry and group. Bringing the inbound in front of Travis. Bringing it up. Connor Butine got it over to Ryden Perry. Kicks it over to Schomburg. He thought about popping the 3. Into the hands of Zach Hoffman. Butine trying to get to the baseline, gets cut off into the hands of Hoffman. Swings it back over. Schomburg for the Crusaders. Into the hands of Zach Hoffman once again. Showing some good patience here are the Crusaders.
Yeah, great ball movement at that, too.
Yep. Trying to get Butine to the inside, and he lays it up for 2 for the Crusaders. 35-23. Trying to drive it again inside. Cut off. Back into the hands of Jack Thomas. Nothing there for the Panthers offense. Carragus trying to wait to get himself back into the game once again. Panthers showing some patience. Shot here off the front of the rim by Justin Thomas. And the Crusaders grab it and push. Butine over to Bawalda. Into the corner was Perry. Back over to Bawalda. He's going to shoot the 3. Nails it. Dylan Bawalda. 38-23 Crusaders. Rolling here at home. And a timeout's going to be called here by Coach Wild of the Panthers. We'll step aside and be back.
And experience Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
Welcome back here to CWC. 38-23. Foul will be called there on Schomburg as he tries to wrap around Harrigus.
Yeah, now you got to be a little bit more careful here, Jeff. 4 fouls with 10 minutes to play. You're in danger of bonus.
You don't need it. You've got control of this game. I mean, I understand the aggressive defense, but, I mean, it doesn't make sense. To try and give them free points. Harrigus loses it. Good defense there by the Crusaders. Pushing it up. Connor Butine for 3, nails it. (41-23). Good trap defense there again by the Crusaders. Shot here off the front of the rim. Gage, once again, this defense of the Crusaders is just so swarming with that man-to-man defense that they just don't give you any space to breathe.
No, it's suffocating is exactly right. I've been in wow. Off the back of the iron there, I've been unbelievably impressed with their hustle tonight more than anything. They're on the ball, chasing loose balls. They're making themselves opportunities. A very impressive night so far in terms of hustle from this Crusaders team.
TeNaple steps inside, misses off the front of the rim. Harrigus gets the rebound. Looks, gets it outside, gets it into the hands of their point guard, Dylan Patrick. Skip pass all the way over into the corner. Inside, back out. Wide open is Brodzik for 3, nothing there. Harrigus with the rebound, and he's going to draw the foul on Schomburg. And now that's the 5th team, and he's shooting with the clock stopped.
Yeah.
That just is not a smart play right now here by the Crusaders.
No, not at all. We were just talking about it, right? You're in a bad spot now.
Off the front of the rim, missing it. It's a good thing that Harrigus is not able to knock that one down. Landon Smits is going to come in, as well as Lawson Phillips, I believe, comes in. Harrigus off the front of the rim. Tried to save it. Are the Panthers, and into the hands of Phillips. Nope, back into the backcourt. Caitlin. Panthers with the ball. Shot for 3, missing everything, trying to draw the foul on the three-pointer. That is not going to work. Tried to get it inside to Landon Smits, able to muscle his way, kicks it back out to Phillips, over the top of Harrigus for 2 for Lawson Phillips.
And still no off switch for Coach Gibbons here, going all the way with this press that they're using in a huge timeout from the Palmyra-Eagles. Panthers will be back here on Radio Plus.
High School Sports is presented by Jayden White, your Northwestern mutual agent in this area. Financial and investment services, planning, wealth management, life and disability insurance, and more. Email Jayden at jayden.white@nm.com.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Shop these and more great deals.
The outside, so welcome back. Crusaders again with a 20-point lead. Into the forecourt are the Panthers. Trying to get something rolling here. They had to take that timeout. And again, the way that this defense plays, good ball movement there. And they're going to come in with a full court press here and see if it's going to make a difference. The Crusaders practice against it all the time. And it's going to be turned over off of the hands of the Crusaders. Caleb Tenaple. Shot from way downtown and nailing it is number 13 for 3. 28 for the Panthers. Skip pass over to Carson Mulder. Crusaders have to weather this little bit of a run. We know there's that momentum build if they can run or stay with it. And a blocking foul is going to be called on number 44, Justin Thomas. They have fouls to give, so I think that that's okay, Gage.
Yeah, I could get behind that as well. I was also going to say, like, with that rapid, succession of events from the Panthers, slowing that down, swinging the ball around, even with a lead, I like to call big time from Coach Gibbons.
Tenaple inside. They wanted the charge, and they're trying to figure out why it wasn't there. If it's not a charge, it had to be a flop. Way downtown, missing everything. Wow. Is Dylan Patrick. Does he think that that's what they talked about in the timeout, is just start launching threes?
I don't know what it was, but I'll tell you, they're not afraid to shoot the basketball in the position they find themselves in, down 17 with 7 minutes left, roughly. I don't hate the call.
It'll stay with the Panthers, with the Crusaders, knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. Landon Smits will bring it in. Lawson Phillips tried to get it inside, taken away there by Jack Thomas. Trying to drive inside, kick out into the corner. Shot for Patrick, misses off of the back of the rim, battles to try and get the rebound over Smits. Hustle play there by Carson Mulder. Lawson Phillips pushes it to Naple. They got numbers if they want it. Instead, they take the 3 for Butine. Tipped right back out, and that's going to go back, over, and back. Wow. I'm not going to disagree with Coach there being mad about that. And Tenaple.
No, absolutely not.
4-2, and the Crusaders are up 47-28. Trying to work the ball inside, and it's going to be turned over. Tenaple again, misses it inside, pulled down there by Justin Thomas. Panthers with 5:30, shot for 3, misses it, goes into the hands of Thomas. Back from 3, and blocked. Oh, I just think that was the strategy, Gage.
Yeah.
Fire threes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Timeout here for the Crusaders. We're going to step aside, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back.
All this week at Waupons's Piggly Wiggly, 6-ounce blackberries or a pound of strawberries, 2 for $5. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $2.99 per pound. Get sliced bacon from Farmland this week at $3.99 for the package. Caesar or chopped kit of salads, $2.99. Buy 2, get 2 free of Coke, Sprite, or Diet Coke, all on sale this week. And shop cattails connected to the pig.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at Schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium. Up by 19 are the Crusaders over the Panthers. 5:20 remaining here in the second half. Crusaders looking to advance to play tomorrow. And as of right now, it is only a 10-point lead for Oakfield in Oakfield.
Yeah, that Oakfield team's fun to watch too. So this Crusaders Oakfield matchup, same conference rivalry, could be a lot of fun.
Into the hands of Carson Mulder for the Crusaders. Over to Landon Smits, looks, lays it up for 2 for the Crusaders. Trap again when they score a bucket and they bring it inbound. That is the MO. 4-3 in for Thomas for the Panthers. 49-31. Gets it into the forecourt again. Running is Bawalda. Gets it over to Tenaple. Kicked away. And it's over to the Crusaders. Inbound there by Joel. Tenaple over to Bawalda. Lawson Phillips tried to get a skip pass over to Smits. I guess Harrigus is out because of the three-point shooting. It's going to be tied up and it's going to be turned over to the Panthers. I'm surprised that they still don't have him in there to guard the inside.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's an interesting call. I'd like to figure out as well, but I think that, at this point in this ball game, you're not out of it. You can't be sitting your best players.
Well, you're never out of it because it's the playoffs. Because if you're out of it, you're done.
Right.
So they cannot afford to just say we're done. Thomas, 3 in and out into the hands of Landon Smits. And he's going to draw the foul on Jack Thomas. It's the 4th team. And again, that's not a bad foul to take. Stop the clock.
Not at all. I like it a lot.
Stay with us here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Good job there by Caleb Tenaple for 2. That is 17 points for Tenaple.
Yeah, what a ball game for him.
51-31. Shot for 3, missed into the hands of the Panthers. Kicking it out, can't get it there. Good active hands by the defense of the Crusaders. Once again, Smits running the court.
Led him a little too much.
Yep. Outside of the reach of Landon Smits.
Good look, though.
It was.
Great look.
Yeah. Landon might be one. We haven't talked to Landon in a while. He might be a gentleman that we could also have a conversation with.
For sure.
Panthers bringing it up the court. Shot for 3. Missing off the front of the rim. That'll go off the top of the backboard. That'll be turned over out of bounds for the Panthers. Crusaders will take it out right in front of Travis. Bawalda into the hands of Mulder. Back over to Lawson Phillips. Up the court. Inside. Outside again for Mulder. Misses off the back of the iron into the hands of the Panthers. And again, I think that they should be a little bit more patient now.
Yeah.
Right? Run. You got 3 minutes of clock to run. Panthers don't have time. Clock is their enemy when you're down by 20. Gets Bawalda elevated, misses the three-pointer. Trying to run up the court was Landon Smits. 2:45 and counting. Again, stick with us here. We will have post-game interviews here at CWC. Into the hands of Dylan Bawalda. Tries to get it inside. They're going to call it a flop is what's happening there. Mulder thought about it. Good patience there and a smart play by the senior. Let that clock run. Force them to foul you, right?
Absolutely.
Buwalda, nice movement there to Tenaple again inside for the Crusaders.
And sometimes when it's that open, you just got to take it.
Full timeout here with 2:11, and coach is going to put some subs in. We're going to step aside and take it with him.
Grill and Bar is the absolute perfect spot before or after any game. Lunch special served daily. A sandwich of the month. Drink specials every Sunday. How about that? You can enjoy happy hour Monday through Thursday from 3 till 6 and on Fridays from 2 till 6. They've got appetizers and burgers, Fish Friday, wings, and so much more. Judge Grill and Bar and bowling too. 416 East Main Street in Waupun.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Welcome back here to Crusader Gymnasium. Good shot there by Joel of the Crusaders huddle. Stick with us here as we'll have on-court interviews again with the Crusaders here. A gauge again to me, and we'll talk about this in the postgame, but it is the defense of the Crusaders.
It's been the defense all night, Jeff. It's been unbelievable. A really, really good defensive effort from this CWC ball club.
Moving the ball up are the Panthers. I mean, there's a couple of players have gotten in here now. Number 55 is Pearden. As well as, I think that's the only other one. Harrigus is back in with 150 and counting. Back over to Lawson Phillips. Continuing to battle here with 135. Patience again for the Crusaders. Let's just get out of here with no injuries, get the victory. And it is down to a 6-point lead for Oakfield over Catholic Central with 5 minutes remaining. I didn't see it. Who made that? Carson Mulder? That's his first bucket of the half. 3-pointer for the Panthers, and they miss it. And I'm going to step aside, and I'm going to head down, and you're going to make the call.
Yeah, Phillips will drive this one out. Coach Gibbons will call a timeout and bring the boys, the starters from CWC. They're bringing in the bench squad here, bringing in the twos. A standing ovation here in Waupun as these guys sub out. A very, very well-deserved one at that. Swung to the corner. Jab step, swung, cross-court pass up top. Dribbles, drives with the right hand blocked, and that one will stay on the side of CWC. A huge crowd pop here as Lucas Greenfield, the senior, enters the ball game. CWC looking to inbound the ball here. They'll find the top of the key. Greenfield drives left hand off the top of the backboard, no good. Rebounded, put back up by CWC, no good as well. Palmyra will dribble this one up. Patrick, the sophomore, leaves it out. Dribbles, right hand floater inside, no good. Rebounded by Phillips. He'll bring it up the floor. 30 seconds left in this ball game. Top of the key, passed away. They're looking to get him a bucket. Greenfield under the hoop, no good. To Phillips, top of the key. Greenfield again, inside, no good. Crowd pop, not quite, and it'll swing the other way for the Panthers. Bring it up the court, they'll dribble this one out. CWC, Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders, will play in the regional final for the plaque against either Oakfield or Catholic Central tomorrow night. We'll come back here on Radio Plus. Jeff will come back with some interviews. Let's run some ads from our sponsors. We'll see you in a second.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment. Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? WIT Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, WIT Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their third generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just four walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Welcome back here to Central Wisconsin Christian. Joining me now are a couple of the guys from the team here. Starting out, Landon. First of all, talk to me once again about this defense that you guys got rolling here.
Yeah, we played great defense, I thought. Coach just told us in the locker room. We held them to 15 points in the second half. We're locked in on defense, and that's what our coaches preached to us during practice, so it's great to see it all coming together here in the playoffs.
31 points total. Again, I mean, that is just phenomenal. So, yes, 15 in the second half, but only 16 in the first half. Tell me about that philosophy that you got going on here and why it works so well.
Yeah, he wants us up and pressuring the ball, and we do that every day in practice, over and over and over, and it's just great to see it all come together, and at the right time, too.
This wasn't your greatest offensive output of the night, or of the season, but that's not what your job was tonight. Your job was to shut down the big man and then help control the ball. How do you feel about your offense tonight?
Yeah, I feel like I couldn't get it going really too much, but Coach said keep shooting, and I helped on defense a lot. I feel like I helped on that big guy, and overall, I think the team really came together. I mean, one player can't score all the points, and it's great to see the team contribute and get the win.
It's got to feel good to advance and play one more day.
Yeah, it does. I can't wait for tomorrow night.
Well, we don't know yet. It was only a 6-point differential with Oakfield right now, so we'll see how things turn out there.
Yeah, we're hoping for Oakfield, though.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much.
Landon Smith's joining me here. Caleb, what a offensive output for you tonight. You normally are pretty aggressive on the offensive side, but just talk to me about what you were seeing with the scoring?
Yeah, it was just a great team effort tonight. Coach gave us a great game plan to go into the game. We knew they were going to throw up a lot of threes. We knew we had to get all the defensive rebounds. Can't let them get second chance points, and that's what we did. We executed the game plan, and that's why we won.
I was impressed again with the offense. You didn't shoot as much from the outside, which wasn't necessary tonight. You really did a good job of controlling the boards and getting your second chances.
Yeah, on film, it looked like they weren't as physical as some other teams. So I tried to attack as much as I can.
Tell me about your thoughts now about potentially going to play Oakfield.
We've wanted Oakfield. We want to beat Oakfield all year. We knew we were going to play them again after we lost to them twice in the regular season. So it's a big game tomorrow. We're all excited.
It's got to feel good to stay alive.
Yeah, it is.
Congratulations on the victory here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. I'll see if I can get Coach Gibbons to come on over here. Coach, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you very much.
What a great job tonight here. Again, we talk about it all the time. Your defense only giving up 31 total points. That is just phenomenal.
Yeah, I thought the guys did a great job. We talked at halftime. We only gave up 16. And I said let's go out and try to match that. And by golly, they came out and only gave up 15. So great job. We talked a little bit better tonight on defense. I thought we rebounded really well because, the shots they're taking, it's going to lead to some long rebounds. So I think we only gave up one offensive rebound. Guys did a great job.
Talk to me about your offense. I thought you guys did a really good job of being patient and working it on the inside. It wasn't three-ball night tonight.
No, it wasn't. They were really sagging off, packing it in. So we needed to be patient. We want to play up-tempo. We try to push them sometimes. But then when we get in our half-court stuff, we wanted to be patient because I thought we had some advantages there too. So once we got the ball inside a little bit more, things really opened up. And, I thought we executed pretty good for 2/3 of the game.
Talk to me about advancing to play.